Yes. Oh, okay. So here I did the spelling mistake. Response body. Now send it again. Okay, that's good. So here we put, just remove this 200. Anyway, so that's fine. Okay, so this one is created and this is the ID 00D. Let's see. Staging. Let's send it again because we didn't select the environment. So now let's go and check the product ID is 200DF, 200DF. So that's we are getting. So we can update the same product. How? Just simply go to that update one and then change it here and call it that variable product ID. So it will update that one. And then if we go here and if we want to delete that existing whatever the created, it will delete the same one. So just simply we will pass here that product ID also. So now what we'll do, that means whatever the one we are creating, we are updating that one, and also we are deleting that request. I mean, sorry, not the request, deleting the product, so that same ID. Okay. So that means it will run. If we run it, it will run automatically. Okay. So now the thing is, so let's say the same thing we want to execute on the another server, on our another server. So like this one. So what we'll have to do, we'll have to just copy this IP address and then go to the Postman and then paste it here. I mean, change this IP address or the port number, whatever. So we have to do like for each request. So this is the like not the good practice. Maybe this server may crash tomorrow and there will be another staging server with the new IP address. So that means we will have to change it again. So instead of doing this, what we can do, we can just simply in the environment we have already the base URL. Okay. So in the base URL, let's say put one is the base URL. Okay. In the staging, and let's get another environment. That one is the test environment. Okay. And there is another base URL. Okay. And there actually we are going to pass this one. Okay. Now save it. Go there. And what we'll have to do, we'll have to change it here and give the base URL. Base, oh, there is no underscore. Okay, base URL. So then simply copy this, push it here. Okay. So now let's say, yeah, if we execute here this one, so it is going to execute into the staging and staging server. And if we change it into the test server, then if we send it, so it is going to execute in the, okay. So I think in the test, we just remove this slash. Otherwise it's making 2 forward slash. Okay. So now just go again and send it again. So it's going to execute into the test environment. See, so we can easily change our environment and server IP address, and we can execute it. We don't need to change any other request IP address one by one manually. Okay, even if somehow the IP address is changed also, we will just come here, then we'll change it from here, and it will good to go. Okay, so this one is like we do then
so we brought everything, right? At least
yes,
the functional way. So anyway, you can do a lot of test cases, and you can do the extensive testing as you want. So just let's create a scenario now. Let's create a scenario, and create a product, update a product, read a product, and delete a product. So you just design a test scenario now. The whatever we have done, just it is the separate user story. So now we are going to actually create a new collection. It will be like a scenario that where each of the API will be at the touch from one.
okay.
It will be
So
the CRUD, create, read, update, delete, basically.
oh, okay, so here what you can do, you can just simply duplicate this, as we have already prepared this one. So just simply duplicate and drag and drop here and remove this copy. Okay, and then the next one is update. So just simply duplicate, then here, then get all product. Okay, so here we can create, here this one is the update, this one is the just get all the products, and this one is delete. So this is the in one collection. So if we run this collection, just simply click on this and run the collection.
We have not added any assertion, right?
Yeah, we have only assertion in only one request.
Okay.
So in the
On the test automation, you always need to add the assertion in each of the tests, because the automation, you are not validating anything manually. So you have to define what you are going to test. So that's called the assertion.
okay, so now if I run this, so it should run. So these are coming from that validations we added, and here is saying the no test one because we didn't add any validation on the rest of the request. So here you can see, so I set up the iteration 10, so that means it will execute 10 times, and no, my expectation is it should pass all of those because this is the way we design.
Great. So you can create like this so many other scenario. So scenario is something normally the people become a senior quality assurance engineer, they can create the scenario because the time you understand the application and the features very well, you can fairly and squarely create a lot of test scenario. So that you create the test cases by the user story, which is good. And this is actually the kind of more like the integrated and the end-to-end perspective. Okay, so let's take it to the Git and see if we if I don't know if you have the Jenkins activated, we can run through the Jenkins as well, this collection.
Okay, so let's stop this. Okay, so here to push it into the Git. So let's go to the git.ts for you. Create a blank project. E-commerce product. Commerce product. Let's say I am on, so that I can understand which project this one. Just selecting my users internal, create the project. Okay. So now what we are going to do, now we are going to actually push this into the Git. Okay. So for that, simply go here and simply clone this. Sorry, I mean the export this. Export. Inside this, let's create a new folder. E-commerce products API. Then save it and also go to the environment and export the staging one, export the test one also. Okay. So now what you can do, we can go to the directory, API automation, then e-commerce products API, and from here we can open the terminal. Okay. So here what you can do, type the git init and git add dot everything, then git commit dash m, push the collection and environment JSON files, then git branch main, git checkout main, then what you can do, git remote add origin, just simply copy the HTTPS one and paste it here, then git push origin main. Now if I reload this, here this is the like project, and here you can see the environment and the collection. So now if you want to run this into the Jenkins, so just simply go to the Jenkins. Oh, the one we are working. Okay. So here I'm going to create a new item and give the item name is what it calls, like the commerce products APIs. freestyle project. Okay. Then scroll down, select the Git, give the repository URL, and then give my credential. So I think the credential is okay, this one. Okay. So I have already added the credential. Otherwise, you will have to add your credential. If you just supposed to know, then here just select the branch main, and then build periodically. You can, if you want to run it, I mean the periodically. Here you can see how to run it. Like this is some cron job examples. So every 10 minutes, once every 2 hours, once in every 2 hour slot between 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. every weekday, once a day on the 1st and 15th of the every month except December. So this is how you can set up the all the cron job and all those things. Okay. So let's say here we're just putting the after every 15 minutes, and then provide the node and npm. This is the dependency, because without node and npm it will not be able to run. Then just simply execute shell, and here newman run, and give the collection, I mean the collection name. So just simply paste it and she, and here give the environment. Okay. Then apply and save it. Then build it. Go inside the console, and here you can see it's running, and it's showing us all the reports. Okay, so it will run automatically after every 15 minutes. So if we here another things, like if we need to like if we're going to add something new into our test, so let's say in this test, go there. Let's say here we add a validation here, status code. Okay. Seller should get 200 status code to upgrade the product. Okay. Let's say I add this, send it. That means this is just I added something new here. And then what we can do, we can just simply export this collection again, export it, and just simply instead of the new one, okay, just with the same name, save it, and it will ask you to replace it. So just simply replace this, and after replacing it, if I type here git status again, so it will ask me that this one is modified. So I'll just simply git add again and git commit sham, added new validation, then git push your origin main. Okay, so it will push into the git, but you don't need to do anything else into the Jenkins. Jenkins will run with your new one. Let me build it again, so you'll see. So if I build it, go to the console output, and here you can see the assertion is 4. See, now it's running with the new, I mean the latest repository. So you don't need to do any configuration into the Jenkins anymore. It will run automatically here. Okay,